more positive thoughts you think, the more positivity comes to you. Manifestation is real. I promise you it is. It's a really crazy thought, but it's really true. The only problem is that the inverse is true as well. If you keep thinking negative thoughts and you keep fearing something, and the fear is just so big and you just think of the negative outcome, you're making it, you're somewhat, I'm not here to say it's gonna happen. I'm not here to say your fear will happen. I don't wish that upon nobody. But I am here to say that the more you think about it, the more chance you have of self-sabotaging and basically facing it. So this morning I woke up and I did something different. Normally I wake up and I go into a cold, I do push-ups and then go into a cold shower. And then after the cold shower, I then get out and I go to the gym. Today was different. Today I woke up and instead of the cold shower, I did a Wim Hof method breathing session. I don't know how many of you guys understand what that is or if you heard of that, but it's breath work. And breath work is no joke. It's not like an easy thing. It's not like you just sit down and meditate. Because the problem with sitting down and meditating upon waking is I feel so, I feel like kind of sleepy. I'm not kind of in that meditative state. I'm almost not alert and awake. Which if you know anything about meditating, you don't want to be sleepy when you're meditating. Like that, unless you're doing it for sleep, obviously. But it's my first time doing the Wim Hof upon waking. And it was really cool. Really, really cool. So if you guys want to know what it does, you're like kind of breathing in and out for 30 seconds. And then you like breathe out on the final 30 seconds. You breathe in and out 30 times. And on the final breath, you breathe out and you just have like no oxygen in your lungs and you just hold as long as you can with nothing inside your lungs. Usually I can do like 2 minutes and then from there I'll just breathe in 15 seconds and then breathe out. And then you do that like 3 times, for example. Anyways, that's what I did. I did that 3 times in the morning, first time. And to tie it to the video, the reason I'm even telling you guys this is because once I was done with these breaths, first of all, it puts you in this really, it's like a very interesting headspace. I can barely describe it. The way I describe it is like, it almost feels dangerous / like life-threatening. This whole breathing, this whole like not breathing thing, right? Which makes sense. Like you feel these chemicals being shot up. It's almost like adrenaline. You could almost view it as like anxiety. You could almost view it like that. Really, it's very electrifying. I'll say that. Anyways, it kind of wakes you up and it kind of gets your mind going in a way. But then it also silences it in a way too. But it feels good. It feels good. That no matter how to put it, it's almost like a cold shower internally. It's almost like your brain is going through something like that. So it's super interesting in that aspect. But anyways, after I did the 3 rounds, I'm in this kind of interesting headspace. And then that's when I started thinking about things I'm grateful for. That's when I started just thinking about that. I started listing out in my head things I'm grateful for. My friends, my family, the area I live in, the fact that it's not raining, the fact that I have a following, the fact that I have endless potential, the fact that World War III hasn't happened yet, the fact that I'm alive, my hands work, the fact that I'm only 25. I just start thinking of these things, you know, I start to list them out and I start to just embrace them. I start to think of moments also that I'm grateful for. And then I start to think about the future. And by future, I mean today. I started to think about how today's gonna go. I started to think about the things I'm excited for and how it would feel to crush today. Like, what would I be doing? I'll be doing these raws, for example. I'll be doing editing on the computer. I'll fucking crush that. I'll crush this thing. I'll crush that. I'll say no devices. I'll do everything how I'm supposed to do it. I'm gonna be on point today. That's what I was like thinking. So basically, I was cycling through positive thoughts, both gratitude, being grateful for stuff, and excitement, as well as like determination for my path and my purpose. I also started thinking of people I love, like my mom. Like, I just thought of my mom's face, and I learned this in this one meditation, but I was thinking of her face, and I was just kind of like hugging her and looking at her and telling her, like, I'm gonna be a good fucking man today, and I'm really excited for it. I was also thinking about my closest friend, Kyle. He's like my mentor / closest friend and / business partner or whatever the fuck. I was thinking of him, and I was like, I imagine him. And guys, you can do the same kind of thing. It doesn't have to be. You have friends too. You have parents too, right? Or at least, hopefully you do. But anyways, I imagine him, and I'm just like, yo, we're about to crush today, bro. First of all, bro, I'm gonna crush today. But second of all, I hope you have a great day. And I want you to. So I was thinking of him, I was thinking of my mom, I was thinking of like friends, I was thinking of all this shit. I was thinking of Miami. How beautiful Miami is, like how amazing it is here. And I was imagining myself on the balcony, just kind of like, feeling the sun. And next thing you know, the alarm ends, and I'm done with the meditation. And then I go about my day, right? And I can say, like, I feel pretty positive right now. I kind of just flooded my brain with positive thoughts. And I feel extra positive in this moment. Extra optimistic. Is that a coincidence? Is it? No, it's not. I program myself. If you don't feel good, it's because you have this withdrawal. You have this like effect. It's almost like momentum. You've been thinking negative thoughts. And if you're curious, what's a negative thought versus a positive one? This is what it is, man. A negative thought creates a negative emotion. That's one way to think about it. Another way to think about it is a negative thought can be fear. It can be anger. It can be grief. It can be guilt. It can be shame. Shit, it can even be apathy. I consider that, in a way, a negative thought. I mean, you don't want to be apathetic. So really, those are the negative thoughts. All right, Sergio, so what are some templates for some positive thoughts? Well, I kind of just gave you guys some, which is gratitude, which is the best one. That is like the ultimate thing in life. There's nothing that trumps gratitude. That is the ultimate thing in life, man. Through gratitude alone, you should be crushing life. You should have boundless amount of energy as a human being. Gratitude is one. Pride is another one. And pride can have a negative connotation. But it's still a positive thought. It is. And to take pride and to be proud of certain actions you do and certain things about yourself. Also to be proud of others, like that emotion is positive. That's a positive thought. So ask yourself, throughout the day, what are you proud of? Or even more powerful, what can you be proud of? What's something right now in this moment that can make you proud? What would you do right now in this moment that will make you proud? Yourself proud. It's not about showing it to the world, and you could do that. That's kind of what I do. But guys, there's a lot of silent victories I go through on a daily basis. A lot of them. I'm about to go to the gym right now by myself at my apartment gym. Pretty much no one's there. And I'm just gonna fucking crush that shit. by myself. Silent victory. Let's fucking go. After that, I'm about to eat the same food I always eat. And every time I eat something, it's a fucking fuck yeah. Let's get it. Every time. Why? Because I'm eating the correct foods at the correct times. I'm saying no to shitty food. Every time I eat the good food, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. I'm the fucking man. I'm the fucking man. Who else is going to do this shit but me? So I'm building up pride because I'm doing the things that make me proud. And I think and gratitude is kind of what fuels everything, because once you're grateful for life and you start to treasure every minute, now you can live fully to your fullest potential. What's another emotion? Love. I talked about it. Thinking about a family member. Think of someone you love. How can that be fueled into action? You love someone so much that you're gonna do the things that they would want you to do, basically. And that doesn't mean you're gonna fucking do some negative shit. What I mean by that is, it's funny, my mom would never tell me, hey Sergio, you have to become rich and do this and do that and buy me a car. She's never gonna tell me that. But I know if I did it, she's gonna absolutely be so grateful for it and proud of me. And out of love, I want to be the best man I can be today for everybody I love. My alarm just rang. Looks like I gotta head back pretty soon. So guys, remember, negative thoughts create negative emotion. Once you're in negative emotion, I mean, that just doesn't feel good, honestly. That's just, no one wants to feel down. No one likes that. Positive thoughts create positive emotion. You want to know what's interesting? It goes backwards too. Positive emotion creates positive thoughts. That's actually the secret. Which is like, okay, I'm feeling negative, aka negative emotion. And I keep thinking about this negative thinking, right? It's like, okay, bro, well, the reason you feel the negative emotion is because you're thinking of the thing. At least that's what you think. Or actually, this is very interesting. Or maybe you're just thinking of a negative thing because you're in negative emotion. Which one came first? Which one came first? Really interesting thought. Same thing with me. I'm thinking positive thoughts. But why? Is it because I'm feeling positive emotion? Or is the emotion caused by the thought itself? Really, what's interesting is you don't really know which one came first. But what I can tell you is you can't control your thoughts that well. It's not the easiest thing to control. But you can control your emotions. And the way you do that is, it's actually kind of funny, but think of the word emotion. What sounds like that? Motion, right? In motion. So you feel negative emotion. You got to get moving. You got to start doing something. You got to start doing something. I would always tell this to people. Guys, if I ever felt really down, I'm going to sprint for a whole mile and fucking till I want to throw up. And I'm going to take a cold shower and I'm going to fucking meditate. And I'm telling you right now, I can't feel that down after. I might even do some journaling. I might go around and give compliments to the whole world. I'm telling you right now, I don't care how down I feel. I'm going to feel slightly better. So sometimes you can't change your thoughts because they're just running wild. Okay, what do? You get in fucking motion. Let's move. Let's move. Your brain is thinking too much. We need to do something with our bodies. It could be burpees. It could be running. It could be weightlifting. It could be playing a sport. It could be anything. You could be doing what I'm doing. I'm just kind of walking. Point is, guys, remember, when you're thinking negative, get moving. Get moving. Do something with that energy. First of all, be grateful for your negative energy. All that shit is teaching you. Everything happens for you. Everything is teaching you. So it's actually kind of interesting because in that moment it does feel negative, but long term, is it negative? It depends on what you do with it. I guess that's the biggest lesson, and then from there, if you're feeling positive, spread that fucking shit. Have a great day, guys. Let's go.